Yo, I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Can't define how I'll be dropping these. Those are the first couple of lines from Triumph. I believe it's Inspected Deck actually spitting that stuff out. This is Menasor, Killabees version. Up top, we have 2 Zetars. We have 2 Ironworks on the bottom. And yeah, I'm going to teach you how to make them today. If you haven't seen the short, I'll give you a quick 360 on the bottom, by the way. I love how it kind of looks like he has some like bell-bottom pants, you know? Bell-bottoms are coming back. Watch. You heard it first here. Watch. They're going to come back. Just like every other trend, right? But yeah, look at that. Look at that. This is all Ironworks over here. It's very, very, very secure in there. All Zetar. You can see he has a nice little backpack. And you might be asking yourself, and sometimes I'm asking myself, I'm like, dude, who else out there has like 2 Zetars or 2 Brunts? Because you don't need Zetar specifically. The only thing that Zetar adds are the drills. And so you might be like, all right, or I might be like, dude, who has 2 Zetars, 2 Ironworks, and Menasor, right? Who has these ingredients at home? And I'm almost compelled, like, you know, not to make the tutorial, but I know there's going to be some dude out in Jersey or somewhere who's like, dude, I've been waiting for this moment. I have all of these things. Let's go. And so for you, my friend, we are going to do this video right now. You know what? The best way might be the best way for me to do this might be actually just to keep one side and kind of look at that as a reference for the other side. And by the way, because I'm fan moding so much, I don't really plug these all the way in. I mean, if you do, the connection is very, very secure. But again, I'm just popping them off all the time. So we'll take a look at the arm first, and then we'll do the legs. I got a burp. Give me 1 second. Yo, that one was from the depth. If I burped on the video, y'all would have unsubbed. That was from the depths. Okay, this thing's really cool. I mean, like, it took me a little bit of time to. Is that better? Hold on. Let me just mess with the focus. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Dude, it took me some time. I'm not gonna lie to get this in the manner in which I like, but it's very, very secure, and I'm happy about it. So okay. So the magic is this. There's a little peg right over here. This thing, and once this is off, everything you can see starts to get very loose. And but yeah, let me just peel it away for you. So in order to prep the Menasor arm, you want to take this bit, and this would normally be all the way like folded back here. You need it poking out. You need it poking out because it needs to plug into things, okay? And this bit over here too, you need to have it kind of extended like so, all right? So first, we're going to take that leg, we're going to take the thigh, and we're going to plug it in right there. Nice and cozy, nice and tidy, really, really cool. And afterwards, see the super cannon, which is composed of the 2 legs being put together? We are going to plug that like this. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but I promise you in the end, it'll be worth it. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Zetar arm and we're going to plug that right here so that the tread parts are facing outward and the top portion is closer to the arm. And this is a really cool bit. Watch this. We're going to get this, the back of the pew-pew, the accessory, plug that in there. And then boom, plug that in there. Now everything is very, very secure, my deal. That didn't rhyme, but that's okay. And we're taking this arm and we're plugging it in right there. And wow, wow. Look at that beautiful clearance right there. Woo! Look at that. Ric Flair all up in this. Woo! All right, I'm not going to do it. But look at that clearance. Perfectly lines up. That's it. That's it. And then you can kind of mess with that. And then from there, just plop it on. And boy, that looks good. Boy, okay, that popped out. Okay, if your fit is a little loose, like case in point right over here, do the little piece of paper trick. Meaning, for those of you who are brand new to the channel, get that little piece of paper, pop it in the hole, and then plug the arm in. And once you get it done in there, like, you're just tightening the tolerances and the fit as I'm grunting like I'm popping a spot. Cool. Dude, what's up, dude? Something's not quite right. Yeah, there we go. Good, right? Like I said, oh, whatever, dude. You just use the piece of paper to kind of plug everything in, and it'll be tight, but that's fine. Dude, it's not going to fall off, okay? The back. These are just two of the Zetar bodies. These are not, this is not connecting to this. This is just plugged into the top part like that. It's just for aesthetics. Then you get that in there, and the two top of the pew-pews you have there. And this, you can just plug it into the back. You know, I've been thinking of doing like upgrading and weaponizing each of the Stunticons individually. I think that'd be kind of fun, rather than just always doing the combined mode. But then, yeah, you just, oops. You just adjust that however you want, and it'll work out. So I'm going to plop the arm back on, and now we're going to remove the regs, the legs, the regulars, the legulars. Alrighty. And this is, again, this too is blurry. Nice and secure, nice and secure. Nothing's happening here. Nothing's happening here, right? And so this is all 100% Ironworks. And so the crux of this, in terms of how all of this really works, and I'm thankful that this leg actually fits perfectly in the slit in the shin. What's happening here is that the leg, this entire leg with the knee, you can't see it here, but the thigh and the knee extend out into the back. And don't worry, I'll take this all apart. It plugs into this. This comes down, and this plugs into this. And this is pushing up. There's a lot of like force and stuff. Like, again, this is not going to come off. And everything is just kind of wedged in there really lightly, nicely. So I'm going to start just removing the things that don't have any consequence, which are just aesthetics. And that's, oh, you know what? This is kind of cool. This is the front of the pew-pew, like the weapon for Ironworks. Not only does it plug into the knee, that little nozzle plugs into that cavity. And I think that's awesome. I mean, you don't need it to secure the build, but it does look cool, and it does make it look like it's necessary. So we'll just peel that off for now. Another bit that's just aesthetics. This is just the torso of Ironworks, and you can see just have the hook here. And we're gonna put it all together later, but I'm just kind of removing these superfluous bits. And even this on the bottom, again, just superfluous. It's just, it looks cool though. You add it right here, and then it looks like it helps the base, but it doesn't. It's not even touching the ground. Even this bit is superfluous. And by the way, my earlier Ironworks, this hole has way too much paint in it. And so you can see I had to like carve it out. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Dude, the screw is missing inside. You can't see it here, but I can see it with my eye. The screw is missing. Ooh. I have to carve this out a little bit. But I bought an Ironworks like many years later from eBay or something like that. It must have been a subsequent release because that hole is clear and 5 milli can fit in it normally. But yeah, my original ones, I had to kind of dig it out. So in case you're one of those folks like me who has an older one, yeah, you may have to kind of enlarge in that hole too. Okay. This part, this is the beautiful part. I love this piece so much. I love this piece so much. So this over here, the trapezoid arm or whatever you want to call it, there's a hole right here, and you can see that's plugged into the top of the shovel, which has a little peg. And so I'm going to take this apart, and you can see that this is plugged into that thigh knee I was telling you about. And now it's going to get a little bit loose. So to get this out, you see it's stuck right here. You got to twist it sideways. Ooh, look at that. Magic, David Blaine. Chris Angel. You know my buddy, I said in another video, he was doing a Chris Angel impersonation, but he was like, Kurt Angle. You know, the Olympian, the wrestler? Anyway. So we start with this and we start with this. This is the torso of Ironworks, and we've extended the hook, right? And you start by, it won't go in there like that, so you got to thread it in sideways. You just got to twist it around, and it's going to be, don't worry, it'll come together. In the front, there's a little, you see that peg that protrudes? You're going to plug that into the bottom of the foot. And this is great because look at the perfect clearance that this has in that little shin area. And so you're going to plug that into the foot. And then this is going to be prepped to do all of this stuff. And you're going to bring this shovel up, but it's still going to be loose, right? And that's when you get that trapezoid arm, you plug it into the knee, Then you plug it into that bit, and you just kind of squeeze that together. Look at that. Look at that, baby. So good. So good. And then you just plug in the pew-pew part and have that just lock in there in the front. So satisfying. And this is not intended. This is like a gift from Toy God. Sometimes I'm just messing with some stuff, and Toy God helps me understand some certain synchronicities. And if you're like, who? Trust me, watch the channel long enough, and you'll hear me testify about the great Toy God. But for now, just think that I'm an old man. So the square arm, I folded it up, and then I just plugged it into the bottom of the Ironworks arm. Then we're going to get that leg. Like I said, these are all the superfluous bits, meaning like they don't really secure to anything. They don't really need to be there. It's just purely for aesthetics. How was this one? Yeah, we just plug that in right there. And then this bit, you just plug that in right there. Then yeah, you just kind of angle it however you want. Angle it. And then from there, we just start. Yeah. You know, I recently bought a second Motor Master because I just got tired of taking apart the Stunticons, and I want to keep Menasor in his set. And I also bought an add-on kit that I haven't really used yet. And so I'm pretty excited about that, the DNA kit. And once I get the new, the second Menasor, the Motor Master body, we'll do an installation video with the DNA kit, and that'll be fun. But there you go, friends. So for that one guy out in Brooklyn or Jersey or wherever, or I don't know, London, anywhere, Sydney, like if you got the 2 Zetars or 2 Brunt molds, a Motor Master, and you have Ironworks, you can do this at home, and it's a lot of fun, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my old man rants. Yeah, but I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time, and I will talk to you all next time, okay? All right, be at peace. Bye-bye.